Another day, another broken part on my van. But it's fine because now I get to show you how to replace a power steering pump. My old one was really loud and would occasionally just stop working randomly, so today I'm replacing it with one from A Premium. So let's get into it. This is the power steering pump and it's connected to all of these different parts with this belt. So the first step in taking the power steering pump off is to remove the belt, which you do by loosening the belt tensioner and then taking the belt off of whatever pulley you're working on. Then with the belt off, it's time to actually get into removing the power steering pump. First, you remove these 3 small bolts on the pulley and then just pop the pulley off. It's super easy to take off. And then behind that, there are 3 more bolts that hold the entire power steering pump on. These bolts also have a small spacer behind each of them, so make sure to catch those when you take them out. Then the pulley will just come free and you can start removing the hoses, which, pro tip, make sure to have a drain pan when you do this because I totally forgot and I spilled power steering fluid everywhere. The last part I'm taking off is the second return hose. And this one's held on by a clamp, so I'm just going to use these to cut it off. The clamp came off super easily, but full disclosure, I had my dad pull the hose off because I just couldn't get it. Here's the old one. I just got it out. And here's the new one. A Premium was nice enough to send me this new power steering pump. Should be pretty easy to get on, so let's get back to work. It's the next day. I lost this little copper washer, but now I have one, so now I can finish putting it back together. To put the new power steering pump in, you just do everything in the reverse order, starting with the hoses. And let me just say, it is so nice to have an aftermarket part that doesn't require any extra pieces. You just put it in and you're done. With the hoses back on, I put the pump back into place and started securing it down. Do not forget to put the spacers behind these bolts. And once I tightened those as tight as I possibly could, it was time to put the pulley back on. This pops right back on just as easily as it came off, and you put the 3 short bolts in to secure it. Since the pulley just spins freely, it's easier to tighten these down once the belt is on. So I got the belt all put back in its complicated position and then loosened the tensioner so that I could get the rest of the belt over the power steering pulley. Then I made sure that the pulley bolts were super tight and it was time to test it out. I'm so excited to finally have a new power steering pump, especially one from such a high quality parts provider like A Premium. If you're thinking of doing any DIY work on your van, which I highly recommend, definitely go check out A Premium because they have the best parts online.